Hey guys, it's Jim McCarthy, JimMcCarthyVoiceovers.com, at Jim McCarthy VOs on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook and all that good stuff. Subscribe. And another in-car rant. Listening to a couple of inspirational people lately made me think about, all of a sudden this word popped into my mind, and it's a word that's been being put out there a lot lately. Not a word, but a feeling that's been put out there a lot, especially in light of the events on Friday night that happened in Paris, France, and that word is fear. I don't know if this is something that comes with age, but I find myself responding to fear a lot differently these days because I'm realizing that if anything is beyond the sphere of influence, beyond the reach of my arms, a 3-foot sphere of influence, there's not much control I have over it. Why am I letting it control me? Okay? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about world events and try and get involved on a local level to try and change things. If you have a passion for that kind of thing. Myself, I've kind of not given up, but I started to remove myself from those particular situations and all that media, all the information overload, and the fear-mongering that seems to go on in media these days. My family's going through a season right now where the hits just keep on coming. I could crumble down and let the fear overtake my body, overtake my mind, and the way I discipline myself to make sure that we keep our heads above water, figuring out ways to more than make ends meet. I could let fear overtake me and let all these hits that keep on coming really start controlling me. Or I could just say, you know what? This is just a season. We're gonna get through this. We've gotten through it before, and this is where my experience comes in. What we're going through now, and I'm looking at it from a perspective of I have a lot to lose right now. A mortgage, I've got 5 mouths to feed. I got to make sure that I'm diligently working at my job with Magic Apple Technology and making sure that they're getting the exposure and I'm doing what I was hired to do. I need to continue nurturing and building my side endeavors, whether it's helping people brand themselves on a personal basis, doing the voiceovers, having confidence in that, and even this other thing where I'm starting to review cars because I have a passion for cars. And a lot of that comes down to that. If you know you have a passion for something, that passion can overcome your fear. Knowing you're good at something. Man, I've got this. That can overcome your fear. Now, there are things outside your control. You can't control some guy coming into a packed theater and blowing himself up and taking you out. Well, you can't control that. You can not go. You can, decide to get yourself a gun permit and a license and everything. When you let the fear paralyze you into not doing anything, and I'm talking more on a personal basis, and the betterment of your life, whether it's in business or the job you're in, it's so easy to let it overtake you. And it takes such a strong discipline to right your mind and get out of the funk. It really does make sense that fearing or worrying about something is not going to add time to your life. It really isn't. And in this day and age, we've got every reason, every resource to discover what it is that God put us on this planet to do and go do it. For now, we live in a country where we are able to do that. This country is built on the principle of, okay, you want to do it? Go out and make it happen. Go out and prove it. Or you can crumble in fear and try and work the system and try and make sure that the government can take care of you and limit yourself that way. But I think for anybody who has a true passion in what they do, go and do it. I've said before, take the first step. Do I always have this attitude? No. It's something that I really need a discipline to keep in mind. And, as a father and as a husband, be the rock that my family can cling to in these storms. This is a season in life, I guess is my point. We're all going to go through them. Get back up, overcome the fear, and get out of the funk and back on track with what it is that you're doing. Look at the situation, look where you have been, and look to where you're going, and figure out a plan to get there. That's the journey I'm on right now. That's just something I wanted to get off my chest for you. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you have, like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And if you're able to, I'm doing the whole No Shave November thing. It's coming in really shaggy right now. Magic Apple Unbearded. All of us guys in the office are doing that. Jim McCarthy voiceovers, Jim McCarthy VOs. Thanks a lot. Talk soon.